Hey, what is going on, everyone? Thanks for joining. I know we got a few new people in the room. This is Adam over in Atlanta, and we also have Chad. So, Chad, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey guys, Chad from Detroit. Me and Adam are some of the leaders for ASIRVIA, and we just wanted to tell you a little bit about our new Go units and our new platform tonight. So
Yeah.
if you look at my screen, you can actually see what the new Go units look like. They're quite a bit sleeker and cooler looking than our old ones, I would say. Wouldn't you agree, Adam?
Yeah, and it's funny. Last night I didn't have my phone, and now I don't have my beacons, although they're in their other room. I just don't feel like getting them. So,
No, it's cool. I'm sure everybody's seen what they look like now with the picture here, but
sure.
they're very sleek. They have an on-off switch. They're still weather resistant, so you can stash them outside. Still 2-year battery life. They do have a little bit better range. They're a little more powerful. That's as far as the beacons go.
Right.
Um, we also have updated our services, but we'll talk about that here in a minute.
That and the new beacon is just awesome. Just
Yeah.
absolutely ridiculous.
Hey, there's my kids and stuff. But yeah, let me get this next one up here. Where can you use this tech?
Yep.
Come on, guys. You can use it for everything, every type of business. Look, literally everything from services to network
Restaurants.
marketers. Yep, restaurants,
I
bars,
just went to a
smoke
restaurant
shops.
today.
Yeah, I got a vape shop yesterday, a big one.
Yep.
It's really pretty much any business needs more customers, guys. I mean, it's common sense.
And
They're-
it's funny that you mentioned that. I had someone ask me today, like, because they were like, "Why would I need more than one?" And I'm sure this is, a little bit premature in terms of, moving too quickly with everything. But I think this is relevant to this slide, and the reason why I say that is because let's look at it this way: if you have one and you're walking around, that's great, and you're getting all those people. But imagine the places that you're not walking around at, like the mall 24/7. If you're at a restaurant, you're not walking around, you're in the restaurant. So point that I'm trying to make is that if you want to really be able to split test and test different messages and stuff like that, you definitely need more than one. You don't have to necessarily have the same message on all of them. Hell, you could be a network marketer, a realtor, and own a restaurant and advertise all three if you really wanted to. And then switch them up on each beacon if you really wanted to. But I mean, it really just up to you that, and just like Chad said, I mean, so many, so many possibilities with this.
Yeah, every business need one. Churches need one to get their message out to their people. I mean, they have a special fundraiser going on. They can have a coupon that people can click on right on their phone and go right to the donation page. So that if they don't have cash on them, they can still donate. I mean, there's just so many
Homeless
applications.
people,
Homeless
you
people
know,
could use these.
there,
Yeah.
there it is. So that way you don't have to reach in their car to give them change. You can donate from your phone.
Right, but we just, but like seriously, you can use these for everything, guys. Like every business owner needs them. The ultimate goal of your business is to get customers and to sell stuff, right? So you need to get more eyes on your business, and this is a way for you to do it cheaper than any other form of advertising. And we're going to touch on that right now. So my, let's see here, we got this one. All right, this is just, I forget which. Yeah, it's from WebPage FX. But anyway, this is broken down average cost for advertising per medium, right? And if you look at some of these numbers, like they may be hard to see, but I'll just read you basically. Like national TV, $63,000 to 8 million, average of 342,000 per 30-second ad. Okay, and
And,
people do
and
watch a lot of TV, but not
yeah,
that much TV.
and not only that, whenever the commercial comes on, what do? You grab your phone.
Yeah, or you click the channel, or you're not paying attention to that. Most people
Right.
aren't,
And
unless it's the Super Bowl.
yeah, well, even then, I mean, and people are just watching it for the entertainment value of it. So, and that's the thing too. It's a wasted industry, and when companies start to realize um, how much money they're wasting on television advertisement, and then they start to pour in that 70, $80 billion a year industry into social media advertising on mobile and cellular devices, the cost of our attention is going to go up. It's going to skyrocket. So that's why this is so. I don't even know a word to use for it, but it's just awesome.
Right. Yeah, I mean, and you can go down the list, guys. I mean, it's, the cheapest form of advertising you're going to get is probably direct mail. You can do it really cheap if you're only doing a few addresses. It's cheap, but other than that, I mean, and it's still not as cheap as these Go units. So we'll go over the pricing in a minute, but my point is you're going to spend a lot of money doing any other type of advertising, and it's not as effective because TV, how much time do people spend watching TV? Less than an hour a day.
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, how much time do people spend on Facebook? An hour a day, average. Okay. Direct mail, how many people actually open their freaking mail? Honestly, let's be honest, right?
Well,
Okay.
I will say this, and the ASIRVIA Go, or the Go by ASIRVIA, however you wanted to say it, is not the only advertising tool that you should use, and that's not what we're saying in here either.
No.
You should definitely be using an arsenal of tools in terms of advertising your business. Hey, Carolyn, how's it going? Thanks for joining. But this is just a phenomenal one to add to it.
Yeah, we're not telling you not to advertise in other forms. We're just trying to show you how cost effective Bluetooth marketing is and why it's so important, because here's the thing with all these other types of media, people are spending maybe an hour a day doing these things. Newspapers no one even reads anymore, okay? But my point is people only spend a certain amount of time doing these per day, generally under an hour. They spend 5 hours a day on their phone. They check their notifications nearly 100 times a day. Okay, and this is the form of advertising that we're doing. We're getting your message directly on people's phones where they're looking the most. Okay, that's powerful. That's very powerful. And that's why we're talking about this device tonight, guys. We'll move to the next slide here. All right, so these are the two different services we offer. Adam, you want to talk about these real quick?
Yeah, sure. 1 second. Go ahead and start it.
Okay, yeah, I'll do the basic. You can do the plus.
Yeah.
So what our device does, guys, it puts your message out to Android and sometimes iPhones that come within a 100-yard radius of your device. Okay. These devices can be left anywhere. Like I said, they're weatherproof, right? They're not waterproof, so don't mistake the two. Okay, they're weatherproof. They
Mm-hmm.
can get rained on. You don't want to dunk them in a tank of water. All right, it's not gonna help the device out. And I'm sure someone's probably done that already. But okay, you get a 40-character message that's gonna send. And this is super important, guys. This device transmits your message, right? But if that message stinks, nobody's going to click. Okay, it's just like any other form of advertising. If it goes to the people, but they don't like your message, they're not going to buy your stuff, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you want to make sure that whatever you use for these messages is something that A, reaches home with your target audience, right? And B, is what I like to call clickbait, okay? You want people to be intrigued. You want people to click on that link to get to your next thing, okay? That's how you get them, draw them into whatever you're
And
trying to get them into.
And you know what, to add on to that, the reason why I said you go ahead and start it, because I was trying to pull something up. So today I wanted to test something out. I had three, hey, Shelly, what's going on? I actually had three different beacons going on, and one of them said, or actually two of them said free Starbucks. Um, and I just wanted to see exactly what the response would be on that. And I received 100. I received 145 clicks just today, and I only was in my building that I work at. And that's free Starbucks. And the other one that I had that was free Starbucks also got 130. Now the one that I had for Builderall was like 57, but still, 145 clicks.
But that shows you how powerful it is to have a good message, guys. Like, that's what he's trying to show you. Like, if you have a message that's going to make people want to click, you're going to get more traffic, okay? So keep that in mind. This device will get that message to people's phones. Your job is to make sure your message does not suck, okay? So we'll go over that real quick. And then, of course, you're going to get a link that can click with the basic service. So you can drive them to your website, landing page, sales funnel, whatever you're going to drive them to. If you don't know what those things are, get with Adam or I. We can talk to you about how you can get those things set up for a very, very cheap price. Okay. We both use the same program for those things, and we both endorse it personally. So if you
Shelly
have any
uses it
questions about
also.
that, and Shelly uses it also. Apparently, it's a
Yep.
very popular tool in this industry, and it'll allow us to help you guys too, because we can share different funnels and stuff with you. So if you're not quite familiar with it yet, we can kind of help you get on the right path.
Yep.
But anyway, enough about that. It's going to have a link that they can click, and it's going to take them to whatever you want to drive that traffic to, okay? Your website, whatever it is. Now, our units are now provisioned by our users, so we're going to send you out units, however many you order. You're going to go in your back office, and you're going to change your beacons. You're going to add all 3 beacons or 8 beacons or whatever you order, okay? And instantly, you're going to be able to activate those and start changing your messages. Or if you do the plus, you can start changing your deals, which you'll see in a minute.
Yep.
Message and links are active immediately. Now, this is something we didn't have in the past. Our messages can now be changed instantly, and they're changed within milliseconds on most occasions. So, in other words, you can change these things in between sales stops, right? If you're a salesman, or you can change them in between business events if you're a business person. They can be changed from anywhere in the world, so it's very, very cool. It's a web-based service, so you can use it from any phone. Okay, you guys don't have to have an Android for this to work. You can use your Apple iPhone to program these things and do whatever you need to do. Okay, so don't be confused and think that you have to have an Android to get these. Okay,
Yep.
and then real-time tracking, like Adam was just demonstrating for you guys. You're gonna be able to track the Go units individually, so you'll know what's working. You'll know if your message is good. If you're getting a ton of hits on your website, but you're not selling anything, obviously your website needs some work, right, guys? Like common sense stuff, right? But I want to make sure that you guys understand how powerful being able to track those messages and split test to see what works. That's a powerful tool, and that's something that we offer with even our basic service. And then Adam's going to go over the plus real quick while I go out and hit my vape.
Yeah, so the plus is actually probably one of the coolest things. I also went into a flower shop today, and I would go up to him and I'm like, hey, isn't this cool? You can put your message on there and it'll shoot out to every phone. And she was like, yeah, it's kind of cool, I guess. And I was like, but I want to show you something else. I felt like I was the ShamWow guy. Like, wait, there's more. So this is the message, or the messages that I had broadcasting out. There's the free Starbucks one. And then one right there, it says free trial to Builderall. And so when they click on it, it starts to pop up the coupon that I ended up creating in the back office. So there's what they saw when they clicked on it, the 44 people that did today. There it is. So this is free trial to Builderall, and they can save this into their Apple or Android wallet. That's not my cell phone. That's actually Mike Jones' cell phone, but you kind of get the picture. And there's more information which takes them to the website where they can get it. That's part of the plus service. It is, and what? Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt, Adam, but
Yeah.
guys, it's so important for me to mention this. If you have that deal in their wallet, okay, so if they save that deal and they like that deal, even if it expires, when you update that deal in your back office, it's going to change in their wallet. Okay, so they're going to, in other words, you have a way to constantly stay in contact with that customer and make sure they have your most up-to-date deal, as long as they don't delete that coupon from their wallet. Okay, that's powerful, guys. You constant contact.
Yep. Yeah, and you can, like you mentioned. So once you're updating it, I mean, it's just crazy with this sort of technology that they have. You can also put it on timers too, so that way your messages change. So it could be a breakfast, lunch, and dinner special, for example, if you're a restaurant. That's kind of what the plus is. Now, I know there's 2 other services that we're not going to go over tonight. They're not even out yet. It's kind of some exciting stuff to kind of hold back a little bit, but there's the Go Plus, or the Go Basic, the Go Plus, Go Social, and go local, which we're not going to get into, but that's something to look forward to in the future. So go ahead and Chad, if you want to go ahead and do this one.
I just like this graphic, guys, because it really just it does so much service to what technology does. All right, guys. If you don't adapt to the change in the newest tech and the newest marketing methods, you're gonna fall behind, okay? And you do not want to fall behind. All right, everyone knows Blockbuster's story. Just look at Walmart, how quickly they put out all the other businesses. You know, there's certain business models that are going to work, and this is the future, guys. This is the future of marketing, and you want to be ahead of the curve and not behind it, okay? A good friend of ours who is in ASIRVIA as well, Dale Calvert, he's one of the best network marketers in the world. He always says you got to be ahead of the trend, guys, okay? That's how you make money. That's how you grow your business successfully. You stay ahead of the trend, and that's what this is, okay?
Yeah, I
this
agree.
is a way to stay ahead of the trend, all right? And let's see here. Pricing. Here's the fun part. Now, they do have bulk pricing now, guys, but we don't have it yet on a graphic, okay? So you have to go into your office when you go to order, and there will be bulk pricing there for you, and they get as cheap as, I believe, like $12 a unit.
Well, if you'd like to, I can actually share my screen. And
yeah, go ahead. Yeah, show them.
Okay. All right, let me go here.
But while Adam's doing that, the thing to remember is when you do order your Go units, there's going to be a first and last month down, just like Elite, okay? And there's going to be an activation cost, a one-time fee of $30. Okay, that covers the shipping and everything for the units. You know, setup of your account, all that type of stuff. So keep that in mind when you first order. It's going to be a little bit more the first month, and then it'll go back to whatever your monthly subscription is after that.
Right, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen real quick, and then I'll pass it back over to you, Chad. So here's the back office right here. And just like what he said, initial payment will also include first and last month for each ASIRVIA Go, plus the one-time activation of $30, which includes your first month. So now we're going to go here, and these are the bulk pricing. Well, some of them. So you have 8 units for $99, 12 units for $147, 16 for $195, 20 for $243. And just like
actually goes higher than that.
Yeah, it goes higher than that. But point that I'm trying to make is, and I'll bring it up again. A lot of people are asking, why do I need more than one? That's the same thing. If you were trying to, I don't know, build your business, would you rather have one person advertising for you? Would you rather have 20 of them advertising for you? And most people are like, well, I'd rather have 20, but I can't afford to pay them. So
well, this you can afford it.
right here for 20 ASIRVIA Go units, it's $243 a month, and you can put it in 20 different locations, and
it advertises 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Yeah, guys.
Absolutely. So it's
think about hiring a sign spinner, right, Adam? How much would that cost you just for 1 week of a sign spinner? One.
Yeah, at like $10 an hour, right? So I mean, let's and you can break it down to the ridiculous. What average sign spinner, you know, probably works 3 hours a week or 3 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's 15 hours. You're paying them $10 an hour. That's $150 a week. Times 4, that's $600 a month that you're paying someone. Hey, Marco, what's going on? So for $600,
in other words,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in other words, you could probably get about 50 beacons.
Yeah, no joke.
Yep, for what it's going to cost you for one sign spinner. So think of it that way, guys. These are a super cheap form of advertising. They don't get any cheaper than this, right? This is constantly getting your message. It's like Adam said, having a billboard or a sign spinner 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And it's not just outside of your business, guys. You can plant these things anywhere. You can put them in a stadium that holds 50,000 people and has 50,000 people in there.
Your family member's car and have them drive around without them knowing it.
Yeah. Adam will plant it under the bottom with his.
I'll put it in an Uber car somewhere.
But my point is, guys, like, you can get in front of massive amounts of people with this on a daily basis, and it advertises 24 hours a day. Think about a 24-hour-a-day casino or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's another thing that I want to bring up is if people don't know you, people can't flow you. That was a funny quote that I heard, but it's true. So getting in front of a massive amount of people is the best thing you can do. Marco's in real estate, right? So the best thing that he can do is get in front of so many people all at once, however he needs to do that, and say, hey, look, I want to list your house. Come on, let's do it. So that's kind of it for that. And Chad, I don't know if you want to go over this part.
Well, yeah, I mean it's really simple, guys. Like we're at the end of the customer presentation point, so we're going to be cutting it off right here for that part. So yeah, you fall into one of three categories. Either you want to get devices, which you get back to Adam or me or whoever sent you to the Zoom, and talk to them about what you need to do to get started. Okay, and we'll get you started right away. If you're in category B, you're ready to get started, you think, but you might have a couple questions. Stick around for the end of this,
And dude,
and
no
we're
one's
going
in
to answer.
C. No one's in C, man.
Okay, yeah, if you don't want it, I don't know what's wrong with you. You maybe can't afford it, but it's one of those things where keep it in the back of your mind, because trust me, you want to be ahead of this curve. You guys want to
For
be
sure.
using this type of advertising. It's the best. All right, no joke.
Yep, and we're going
So,
to stick around for questions, but we're going to cut the recording short here. So thanks for joining, and we hope to see you at the next one.